Hello and welcome to Adam and Craig Do Stuff, where this week we are doing Center Parcs Elveden Forest. So we just arrived now. We're here for 5 days, and Elveden is our favourite of the 5 UK centre parks. We've done all of them, and this is our favourite. We do have a very busy day today. We've got a couple of activities booked. We've got golf later. We've also got glow-in-the-dark ping pong later as well.
Which is new since we last came. I think
yeah.
This is the only village so far that does it, so very exciting.
First time I've seen it, noticed it anywhere. But first we are going to go and have some breakfast. It's just gone 10 o'clock and we are hungry.
We're going to head over to the sports cafe because it's like sort of pub grub sort of style, isn't it? Sports cafe, but a little bit more fancy than your average pub. They've got plenty of restaurants here, but a lot of them are branded, aren't they? They've got Classic Iguanas, Bella Italia, and Café Rouge. We prefer personally the Center Parcs own brand ones because I can go to Café Rouge anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
so
can.
It's nice to have restaurants that you don't get anywhere else. And Café. God, what's wrong with me today?
It's worse as me.
Sports Cafe is a really nice little cafe, isn't it? Although I've got to say, like, it always looks different every time we come because they refurb stuff at Center Parcs so often.
They do.
It's pretty much different every time you come, isn't it? There's only one thing that we don't particularly like about the Sports Cafe, and it's that they do play sports. Now, from last time we came here, I do not remember there being this much sports. Do you?
No.
There's literally, there's TVs up. I don't know if you can see behind me because there's lots of reflection, but there's literally Sky Sports on everywhere. It's hard to escape it. So if you're not a sports fan, it's not amazing. But luckily, this one behind us has got no sound on it. Thank God.
So this is new to the sports cafe. They now do app ordering. You just scan the QR code, which is good for him, because he hates going up and talking to people, so most of the time I have to do that. But our food's just arrived. I've got pesto on sourdough with fried egg and ricotta, because I really love pesto. And Craig's got
avocado and bacon with an egg.
Bacon with an egg.
Although mine doesn't come splashed with loads of stuff like yours has.
No.
It's quite Michelin. I was going to say that's before.
Yeah.
There you go. They're really good for allergens here as well. Like, they've got gluten-free. All the bread comes with a gluten-free option.
Yeah.
They do also do oat and almond milk. It's out of stock at the moment, so I've got a Pepsi. But yeah, it's really easy to order allergen-friendly stuff, vegan, vegetarian. They're really good. They're really up their game since we first started coming, which is a long time ago now. But yeah, they do really well for allergens. Shall we tuck in?
Yes. We've grabbed our balls, we've grabbed our clubs, and it's time to play adventure golf.
I was so out of time there. I didn't know you were going to do that. Yeah, it's cool. It's on this. This is the only one we know where it's on a little island in the middle of the lake. So it's only 9 holes because they haven't got as much room, whereas all of the other villages are 18 holes. It looks like it's had a refurb since we were here. Obviously, it's for 7 years. You would expect it.
It's actually 8 years.
Oh, is it 8 years?
Yeah.
But it looks really fresh, and it was really good last time.
It was. It's pirate themed, this one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. The little ship over here. Ta-da! So we'll play some golf and hopefully get some shots of us making fools of ourselves. Is this pirate having a poo? Is that what's going on here?
Oh, is that what it is? An outhouse?
I'm not quite sure. It looks like we're.
I thought it's a ticket booth.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Well, I thought we were putting golf balls through a toilet here.
Oh.
Inappropriate, if that's what it is. Right, we've driven the car down now and we've unpacked. The place is still an absolute mess. But as it is our first anniversary, we're going to do some decorating in the villa. Woohoo! There we go. That was more difficult than we thought it was going to be. Wasn't it? I don't know why, but that wall behind the sofa that's got the lovely little forest thing on it, nothing sticks to it.
No, it's crap.
Nothing sticks to it. And there wasn't really another free wall that we could use, so that was pain and a lot of hard pushing. But we got there in the end. It looks really good. Now we're off to do something very exciting that we've never done before, which is glow-in-the-dark ping pong. So we've played normal ping pong before, haven't we? Here?
We have done it, yeah.
It's a nice little leisurely activity you can do, but never played glow-in-the-dark ping pong here or anywhere, to be quite honest. I've never seen it anywhere.
No, play beer pong.
They've also got glow-in-the-dark pool and badminton, which we haven't booked, but if we enjoy this, we might come back for a bit of pool or badminton, mightn't we?
Yeah.
And I think Elveden's the only one that does this at the moment.
Oh, is it?
I mean, usually find that it will start at one village and then they start to move it out to the others, but at the moment I think this is the only one that does it at the time of recording. So excited to see what it's like. There's Muntjac here, look.
Where? Oh,
hey, look.
Right. Yeah. Don't even know if you can see it because the sun's in my eyes.
It's a really good village, this one, for that. You get loads of wildlife, don't you?
You do get loads of wildlife.
I mean, they say Longleat's the best for wildlife, but personally, in our experience, I would say this.
Yeah, I mean,
Elveden.
you do get a lot at Longleat, but yeah, I do think this
Never
one.
seen as many Muntjac. In fact, I guess Sherwood, they don't even have Muntjac, so I've never seen anything as much as this.
The glow-in-the-dark ping pong was really fun, wasn't it?
That was really good. I mean, I never want to play normal ping pong.
I know, yeah. Something about it being UV, which makes it a lot more fun. I mean, it's just like normal ping pong. It's just UV.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if we don't really play by any particular rules, do we, when we play?
No,
As
no.
you probably saw.
we don't count scores out, do we?
No.
I mean, he probably won if we did.
I probably would, but I don't even know how to score it, so...
No, I don't either, to be fair.
But we just tend to knock the ball back and forth and have a good time, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, glow-in-the-dark ping pong, really, really good. Tempted to come back and do the badminton.
Yeah, same. Badminton.
But literally, Sports Cafe's right next to it, so we're coming here again for some more food for the evening. There's a quiz going on.
The music quiz, yeah.
Which we didn't know about.
No, it's very loud,
It is what it is, we'll just deal with it. And it's better than here in Sky Sports, so, swings and roundabouts. Here we are, exciting. So I have got I'm going to look at the portion of chips on that. I've got the goat's cheeseburger, which I can't wait for, that sounds delicious. And Adam, what have you gone for?
It's halloumi loaded fries. No, it's not halloumi, sorry, it's katsu chicken loaded fries.
Those two things are nothing alike. But it looks delish, and I love Sports Caf. Tuck in.
Oh, that food was good, wasn't it?
That was stunning.
Yeah.
That was stunning.
Really nice food.
Big portion of chips though. Finish me off that.
Yeah. I mean, mine, it didn't look like there was a lot there, but it was really filling, and really good
Good
katsu.
katsu?
It was really good katsu. One of the nicest katsus I've had.
Yeah.
But we're going to head back now to our lodge. We've got some cheesecake that we're going to have when we get back.
And some Bucks Fizz.
And some Bucks Fizz to celebrate our anniversary.
Yay!
Yay! And then we're just going to chill out for the evening, aren't we?
Ready for tomorrow.
Ready for tomorrow.
We've got nothing planned tomorrow. We were supposed to be doing the aqua park, which is like an inflatable obstacle course on the lake, but they've cancelled that because they said the level of the lake. So I'm assuming it's not deep enough at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's gutting. But we have got something very exciting in the evening, haven't we? Or the afternoon.
Have we? What have we got?
We've got the drop.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is tomorrow, isn't it?
Which
Yeah.
I am very much looking forward to. Adam, I don't think is so much.
No.
But it involves jumping off a big tower onto a big airbag, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
I'm quite excited for that. I love a bit of an adrenaline activity. And I'm sure you'll at least give it a go.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I thought I'd like it, but then we did one in Manchester a couple of months ago.
It was about that high.
It was higher than that. And yeah, I wasn't a big fan, which is mad because like I do roller coasters and stuff like that, but you're strapped into a roller coaster, and I do the treetop stuff, but you're strapped into that. I think it's the thought of jumping.
But this is 10 metres, so that's quite a bit bigger than what we did in Manchester.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
And we're going to barbecue in the evening too, aren't we, tomorrow?
Probably are, yes.
Hopefully if it's good weather.
And do a bit of swimming as well. But yeah, until that point, we're just going to go chill in the villa until tomorrow. So we'll see you in the morning.
Tuesday morning, and we've woke up with abundance of animals on our patio. And this is literally why we love it here at Center Parcs. We had 4 species of bird on just a minute ago, along with the squirrel and the muntjac deer. This one has got a missing antler, bless it. I'm not sure what's happened there. Probably had a little fight with another muntjac deer. And then, there we go. Squirrel there feeding from our bowl that we put out for them. And last night as well, we did have badger on a patio too. I brought a wildlife camera with me that triggers when it senses an animal, and it's got night vision. So got some good shots last night of badger on the patio too, which is really cool. And this is literally why we love it here at Center Parcs. All this nature.
Hello, here we are, day 2, and the shorts are on. Hey, some hairy leg content for you. You're welcome. Not entirely sure what the plan is at the moment. We were going to go do a pedalo, weren't we, on the lake, seeing as it's sunny, but they're $18.50, and we're not sure about that yet.
Yeah.
So we'll assess exactly how hot it is and whether it's worth doing that yet. And then we've got the drop at 2 o'clock. 2:40. But it doesn't matter because you won't be there. So until then, we're going to enjoy the sunshine. I'm going to get some deodorant because I've got to pack it. And we're going to go enjoy the forest in the sunshine because it's an absolutely stunning day. Look at it. And we're going to go swimming later on as well. So hopefully you've seen there, we've just done the drop jump. Adam, you did the first one.
Yeah, I did the first one. Because there's 3 platforms. I did the first one, but I couldn't get my landing right, so
yeah, so you
couldn't not land. Yeah, I kept on always landing on my feet. So you first. So.
To sort of get it right, you start off from 4.5 meters, and then you go up to I think it's 7 meters.
Is it 10?
And then the final one is 10 meters.
Yeah.
And you get to jump off the top one twice, 10 meter. So you jump from a smaller height to start with to make sure that you can land right, because you've got to land. You've got to not jump too much, because obviously you might go, well, I don't think you'd go too far, but you're not supposed to jump too far off the platform, just sort of enough to not smash your face off the back of it. No helmets, actually. I was quite surprised at there, because they're normally really big on safety. And I thought they would have done it so you don't hit your head off the back thing, but they don't. So you've got to step out far enough that you obviously clear that, but you're not supposed to jump. So
I think I was jumping as well. I think that's another thing I was getting wrong. I think I was jumping.
I don't think you did. I think you stepped off fairly well, yeah. So yeah, we did the first one, and then Adam wasn't keen, which means that obviously he got to film me jumping off them.
We wouldn't have been able to if we both did it.
No. But yeah, the first one, because the airbag's so big, you barely fall at all. Like, it's like dropping onto the floor, really, isn't it? In fact, you barely even have time to get your legs up, because you've got to land on your bum. You barely have enough time to sort of swing your legs under you, in front of you, to get in that sitting position, really, before you hit the bag. So it's not far at all. The 7 meter was quite a shock. Like, I wasn't that scared of it when we jumped off it. Sorry, when I jumped off it. But I was falling, even though it's probably only like a second in real life. It felt like I was falling for a lot longer than I expected to. Like, it felt higher once I jumped off it than it looked. And then the 10 meter, I'm not going to lie, was pretty scary. I sort of walked towards it, and then I had to stop, and then I had to go back and sort of do the walk again, because there's that natural thing, isn't there, when you get to the edge, you just sort of something in your mind tells you that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't be doing this. So I had to do it twice. But jumping off the 10 meter was amazing. That was such a high drop, where you feel like you're falling for so long, in comparison to, even though again, like, it's probably only a second, but that was absolutely amazing. I was so glad to do that. I'm the type of person who loves to do stuff that scares me. And I love that sense of being scared. So I really enjoyed that. It was really something I've never done before, and something to challenge myself, because even though I'm not particularly scared of heights, when you're jumping free fall off a platform like that, suddenly you sort of inherit a bit of a fear of heights. So that was really, really good. I enjoyed that, and I'm really glad we did it, and I would definitely do it again.
I mean, I probably wouldn't do it again. Now, this is quite interesting. In treats, we found
Which is the sweet shop.
The sweet shop, yeah, if you know. We found Spellbound Butterscotch beer, which, as you can probably tell, is heavily inspired by the butterbeer at Harry Potter. But
in fact, if you've watched the videos before, you may have seen it, because we got it from the Crazy Golf in Blackpool.
Blackpool, yeah. Hole in Ones.
Yeah, which is only, I mean, they've got two Crazy Golfs. The people that make it have got two Crazy Golf courses in Blackpool and York, and they've got a shop in York.
Yeah.
So it's not like a massive brand or anything.
No.
So it was really surprised to find
that's
it here.
that's where this comes from. The guys who do the Crazy
And
Golf.
it's really good. It's an imitation butterbeer. It's really good, isn't it?
It is,
not
yeah.
as good as the real thing, but this is £10 for 4, and real butterbeer is like £6 for 1. So, swings around about. It's pretty decent, isn't it?
It's pretty decent. Cheers. And as you can see, we've got the barbecue on.
If anyone is a barbecuing expert, I am not, so don't judge me on whether this is too much smoke or not, because I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. But we do love a barbecue all the same. Preferably if the wind would keep blowing that way, it would be better, because it keeps blowing the other way and covering the smoke.
It does.
My eyes are burning.
Yes.
The whole time we've been barbecuing and eating, this heron has literally just sat there. It keeps creeping forward every now and then, getting a little bit braver. I'm not sure what it's after. I don't know whether it wants barbecue food or... I don't know, really. We're just inching forward. Are we going to come and say hello? No. we've had a lovely leisurely evening there in the subtropical swimming paradise. Definitely better at 7 o'clock, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
if you go, I mean, it's fairly decent. If you go first thing when it opens at 10 o'clock, it's fairly quiet.
But then by 11, it's really busy,
Manic,
isn't it?
yeah. And all through like midday, early afternoon, it's absolutely crazy busy in there. And if you're coming like peak season, it's going to be mental in there.
But we've always, last few times, we've always swam late, haven't we?
Yeah, we usually go about 7
About
o'clock.
7 o'clock, yeah. And
it's fairly quiet at 7 o'clock,
yeah.
and then by the time you get to 8 o'clock, it's dead, isn't it? And it's open till 9, so you've still got plenty of time. The only thing we didn't realise was that the tropical cyclone, which is the main slide, closes at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't think we've noticed that at the other parks, have we?
I can't remember, to be honest. Maybe that is the case at the others. Maybe that's always been the case. I can't really remember. But yeah, that closes at 7 o'clock, and that's annoying because that's the best one. So we'll have to try and get that another day. You've probably already seen it. I've probably already put it in. I don't know. So we'll definitely be trying to get on that later on in the week because I absolutely love that. That's my favourite part. Is the swimming paradise. I love this tropical cyclone. Because it's like I think it's the only one. All of the others are just a straight tornado, aren't they? But this one's a space bowl followed by a tornado.
That goes around a sink, doesn't it?
Yeah, space bowl it's called.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's the technical phrase for it. And then the one that where you go like that is the tornado. But it's great. The tornado element's great, isn't it? A really good drop on that, and then swing through and you get soaked. But my other favourite part of the swimming paradise is the rapids. I absolutely love the rapids. It's a really good one here, isn't it? Towards the end,
a really fast one.
Yeah, towards the end, it's quite brutal.
Yeah.
I have to sort of. Because you have to go down on your feet in the last bit, don't you? And I definitely recommend, like, I sort of go down it spread eagle so that you can like push yourself away from the walls because like otherwise you can. I really smacked my arm off one of the walls. It's quite brutal towards the end, and we usually come back with a few bruises from it, don't we? But I love the rapids. And they've got the piste slides here, which are basically just, I don't know what piste means, but it's basically just a really steep, fast slide, isn't it? Yeah. And you sort of skim a little bit off the water when you get to the end.
And then they've got like just a normal flume, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got two flumes.
Yeah, they've got a smaller one for kiddies.
Small flume and then a high flume, which again, like, starts off fairly gentle, and then when you get to the end,
it's
you're
really
proper,
fast,
like,
isn't it?
smashing you off the sides. Especially if you, like, 1 foot over the other and cross your arms, you get some really good speed on that. And then they've got a lovely little lagoon, and they've got a lovely little lagoon pool as well, which is sort of like a cave theme with fake foliage around it, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, I do like that bit. Yeah,
so that's really nice. And it's like salt water as well. It's the chlorine in there.
Yeah, it is.
Which is quite nice. And then you've got the usual whirlpool jacuzzis, which are really nice to go and sit in. And then we've just been down to the river to spot bats.
Yes. Yeah, we do this every park we go to. If you go just around dusk, just as it's just getting dark, you can see bats by the lake. And they're so cute. Really fast, though. Really fast. But you see loads of them just darting everywhere.
Yeah, you'll find it at any of the villages. Like if you go down to the lake and go sort of near a treed area, you'll find them, won't you? The footage of them we got is not amazing because they're so fast.
They're really fast. Yeah,
it's really dark. Yeah. But you know, still amazing to see. Still one of our favourite things to see. And tomorrow we're doing one of our favourite activities, which is
the high ropes.
Yeah, aerial adventure.
Aerial adventure.
Names it wrong every time. So we're doing the aerial adventure in the morning. Then we've got an afternoon tea at Café Rouge. Never done a Café Rouge afternoon tea. We normally do Foresters. They don't seem to do it anymore. It's certainly not available to book online anyway. So we're going to do Café Rouge instead. See what their afternoon tea is like. And then in the afternoon we have got Geocache.
Good morning. It is now Wednesday, and we may have lied to you a little bit yesterday. We don't have Action Challenge booked today. That is tomorrow.
Aerial adventure.
Aerial adventure, sorry.
Yeah. But, no, we don't have that today.
No. But we are on our way now to Geocache, which we really enjoy. We've done it twice now at Sherwood and at Longley. So this is going to be the first time doing it at Elveden. Hopefully it'll be just as good. I imagine it is going to be.
About the same, I'd imagine.
You're all in different teams. The winning team at the other parks get a free game of bowling. I imagine it's going to be the same here. And don't want to brag, but we've never not come first whenever we've done this.
Only twice, though.
I know.
It's not like we've got a lifetime achievement.
Yeah. But hopefully we'll score a hat trick today and come first again and get that free game of bowling.
Yeah.
Because we've got nothing booked this evening, so we will use it then if we do.
But unlike traditional geocache, the one here at Center Parcs, you get a clipboard and a GPS unit. The GPS unit points you in the direction of where you need to go, but it's not 100% accurate, is it? So it will take you to the general area.
Yeah.
And then once you sort of get to the general area, you've got to find a false rock. They're sort of like fiberglass rocks that you can tell from a normal rock, and when you lift it up there's a letter on there, and once I don't even think it spells out a word or anything, is it? You just literally get all the letters
and you've got to take it then back
and then you return
that you've got them all,
and if you're the first one you win a prize. They give you 2 hours. It has never taken us 2 hours to do it, so hopefully we can make it a hat trick today. Right, a little bit drama there because we were a bit late,
3 minutes
but
late.
We've got it. So this little yellow thing is the GPS. I don't know if you can see the compass on it. There you go, which is pointing us where to go. Once you get the rock, you get a number. So you put the number in, it tells you where to go, and then you find the number underneath the rock. There's also some clues on there as well to help you as to where it is.
I'm sure the other ones didn't have hints, did they?
I think the last one we did, but I don't think the first one did. So I won't spoil the rest of it, but the first one says on your bike, so we think that's going to be the cycle centre.
Yes.
And then the words all correspond to a letter, which will help us spell a word. So I'm going to stop now because I'm out of breath. I'll catch up when we find the first rock. We've reached the cycle centre and there's some people in front of us that are also doing the geocache. So hopefully they'll find the rock for us and then our work's a bit easier from there on, isn't it? They've made a wrong turn, they've gone into the cycle centre, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be around the front, don't you?
Yes.
Not that we're competitive or anything and we enjoy other people's failures. We found it. Here it is. Here's the rock. That's the only one I'm going to show you because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that comes and does it. That's number 218. That's the first one. Right, let's get the next waypoint in. Right, when we've done them before, the numbers are in different order, so everyone goes off in different directions, but we've just seen 2 groups going to the cycle centre, so I think we've all got the same order, so we've decided to mix it up and we're going to do it in a different order to try and shake everyone else off our tail. This is number 3 now. 3 down. Can't even remember how many to go. 5 to go. We're on a roll, aren't we?
we are.
Here's your GPS.
Thank you.
Let's go to the next one. Yes, lads, there we go. Are we doing, Adam?
Yes, we can.
What?
What did you ask me?
How are we doing?
Oh, we're doing good. I thought you said, can we do it? Yeah, no, we're doing really good. We've got 1 more to go.
One more to go.
One, yeah.
And we've got 207 metres until we find it. Here it is, the last one. High five. But we've not made it yet. We've got to work out the word and we've got to get back. Do you think we've done it? Do you think we'll be first?
I hope so. I bloody hope so.
I think we may have done it. We've done quite well for time.
Yeah.
We're still only halfway through the allotted 2-hour time limit, so
yeah.
Fingers crossed. Right, a bit of a challenge while walking, but we've worked out the word. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want you to cheat. And now we've just got to head back to the sports booking desk by the badminton and see what position we've come. Praying it's first. Pray for us, guys. Oh, lads, it's not good news. It's not good news, is it?
No. We came second. Literally, yeah.
There's a certificate.
Yeah. Literally, we only just missed
by
the mark
seconds.
by seconds.
Literally by seconds it was, yeah.
And the person behind the desk told us how narrow we were
at
coming first.
Surprising. We saw the group that came first and they weren't the fastest, so...
No, because we passed them a couple of times, didn't we?
And it is possible if you work out the letters early on, you can work out what the word is before you've actually finished, which it didn't used to be like. Not that I'm accusing anyone of anything, but we've never been beaten so far, and we are very good at it. Yeah. So quite surprised. So if they did cheat, boo to them. If they didn't cheat, then well done to them. Fair enough.
But to be fair, everybody got a head start from us because we turned up like...
Yeah, to be fair, if we hadn't... Because we turned up 2 minutes late, she'd already... The ranger person had already given the instructions to everyone else and then let them set off and then gave us the instructions on how to use the GPS. And I was kind of like, we've done it before, so we were a couple minutes late, which doesn't sound like much, does it? We were probably like a minute or two later
Yeah,
setting off
but
than everyone else.
We had to finish watching their demonstration and then be giving
Yeah.
our own demonstration.
So it was only like a couple of minutes. However, that's a couple of minutes that we were only a couple of minutes after the first group. So that couple of minutes could have saved us, couldn't it? But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's still a load of fun. Still enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
Still
and it's
really
got us
enjoyed it.
11,000 steps in, so you know, got some exercise out of it. But yeah, it is still fun, and we got. I don't know what I've done with the badge. You get a pin badge as well for completing it, which I might have lost already because I don't know where it is. But good fun. So right, we've got about an hour that we might explore the village in, and then we'll go for our afternoon tea, which I'm excited for. You?
Rouge, yes. Yeah.
Here we are. These are the three options available, all with a French twist. And they all look really good. I think we're going to go for the traditional, which instead of sandwiches comes with croque monsieur and croque champignon. The pronunciation on that is probably poor, but I'm pretty sure it's ham and cheese, isn't it? And then it's champignon, ham and cheese and mushroom. Adam will be having those. Here it is. Let's have a quick tour. So on here we've got the croque monsieur, and the croque champignon. I can't really tell which is which. Oh, there's mushroom there, and there's some ham around here. Then the order of this is a bit scatty, really. So we've got scone in the middle there, and then we've got three cakes, and then I think this is probably lemon, probably coffee and walnut, and then again up here. Oh, we haven't got another chocolate one. Yeah, we have scone again, and three cakes on there. Oh, we're trying to walk up all those carbs now, aren't we?
It was good though.
That was pretty hefty.
Yeah.
The croque monsieur and the croque. I mean, I didn't have the mushroom one because I like mushroom.
Mary hates mushroom. I love mushrooms. So.
The ham one, it was nice. I don't think the ham was the most. You couldn't really taste the ham very well, but the actual as a sort of cheese toasty, which is basically what it was. It was very, very nice and something different that you don't normally get.
I really like the idea of having toasties with it rather than just normal sandwiches.
Yeah. I think any French person hearing us call it toasty might have a heart attack, but that's basically what it is, to be honest.
Yeah. It was nice toasties though. I really did enjoy it.
Yeah, they were really good. The scones were a decent size. Sometimes when you go for afternoon tea, you get like a full-size scone.
Yeah.
And it's already a lot of bread and cake, isn't it, to stomach? So it was nice. They were a better, more sensible size, really, those scones. The cakes, if I'm honest, didn't blow me away.
No, I felt like I did enjoy the almond tasting one.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the carrot cake. I mean, you didn't, 'cause you hate carrot cake.
I don't hate it. I just think it's the runt of all cakes, isn't it? It's kind of like, if you were, personally for me, if you were given a choice of every cake there is available, it would be like lemon at the bottom, which I'd rather never eat in my life.
Yeah, not a massive fan of
And then carrot cake would be second, because it's just the pits of cakes in my in my eyes. So yeah, cakes didn't blow me away. I do think the Forester's afternoon tea was better.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
It was.
But like I say, it wasn't available to book online, and I think we looked at the menu as well, didn't we, for Forester's online, and the afternoon tea wasn't on there anymore. So I don't know whether it's just Elveden, I don't know whether that's all of them that have stopped, but the Forester's was a really good afternoon tea. So
because we've had it at Longleat and Sherwood and Woburn.
And you may have seen, like, if you follow us on social media, you'll see that we do love an afternoon tea.
We do enjoy afternoon tea.
And we last year, probably one of the best ones we've ever had was a Wizard's afternoon tea in London.
Yes.
And we also had a really good one at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, which is
that was really good too.
which is also on the channel. So yeah, far from the best afternoon tea that we've ever had, but the croque monsieur, the croque, is certainly something different. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. You know what? We almost forgot the most important thing, which is that the tea is unlimited.
Yes, it is.
Now that
is always a winner in my book. I mean, the staff disappeared at one point, so we were like, hello, trying to get some tea.
Get some more tea, isn't it?
Please, can we have some tea? But yeah, unlimited tea. You just ask for more tea, and they'll bring it over to you. So that's another plus. It's another plus.
So day 4, which is our last full day here, but it is another very action-packed day today. We've got aerial adventure this morning, this afternoon we've got segways, and then in the evening we have got Hucks.
Yeah.
At the minute we're on our way to the aerial adventure, which we both really enjoy. We've always done it every time we've come to Center Parcs, apart from Woburn, because we came at a different time of year. Craig's got the action cam on. We're not sure if they're going to allow
Well,
that.
other people have done it, but you usually find with these types of things, it depends which member of staff you get, doesn't it? As to what the rules actually are. And you're allowed it in the pool, so I'm assuming we'll be all right, but we'll see.
We'll see. We've never took it on one before, so because we
never
didn't
had
have
it.
one before, yeah.
That's why we've never took it.
But yeah, no, we do really enjoy the aerial adventure. It's a load of fun. It's like Go Ape if you've never been here before. It's like a Go Ape sort of thing up in the trees.
Not
There's a
quite
zip
as long.
line. No, not quite as long.
But the zip line goes all the way over the lake,
Over the
which
lake.
is amazing. Look at this sexy get-up, look. Hey. This is the look right here. You want to know what's in fashion this season? It is this. Chafing my chin, this strap. Did you have fun?
I really did, yeah. That's amazing. I love that. I do love
really
that.
good fun.
It was really good fun.
It's always one of my favourite activities.
Yeah,
to do.
same.
And the zip wire over the lake's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. It feels like it's quite long when you're doing it, doesn't it?
Well, it is.
The zip
It's like a
line.
lake, Adam.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
like
true.
It's worth a zip like that.
But it feels like you're gliding down for ages. Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah, face getting some halfway down, I started spinning.
Yeah,
Ridiculously.
yeah. I started spinning then, and I was thinking, what if I go into it back first?
I did. To be fair, I think back
Did you?
first is better because then you haven't got the chance of hitting the ropes, have you?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So next up on our agenda is the segways. We've done this at every village.
I think so.
We've done this at every village.
Yeah.
This was the first village we ever did it at, and this so far is our
It
favourite.
has been the best one so far for the segways.
They do change the courses though, so we're not sure if it's exactly the same. So it may not be the best anymore. But previously, it's always been our favourite, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really good course last time for the segways. Though it may have changed this time because part of what used to be the old course is where the tree houses. The tree houses are now
I was
there.
going to get run over. So they may have changed it, but they had a really cool steep bit last time, didn't they? That you could go down, which we haven't seen any of the others. A lot of the others just have a sort of man-made track, don't they, around the forest, around sort of one small section of trees, which is okay, but some of them are better than others, aren't they? Whereas this one, you just you go a bit through the village, and then previously you went off into sort of the untouched part of the forest.
Yeah.
So the terrain's a lot more rough. It's a lot more, there's hills and stuff. So it was a lot more interesting when we did it before. So I'm hoping the course is still like that, but we'll find out. Aaron's going to take the action cam so we can get it all on film, and we'll see you there, I suppose. trek through the forest, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was good.
Really enjoy the Segway Experience, and after doing it now, this one's it is definitely my favourite of the 5.
Slightly different to what it was before.
I think it was good before, but I think it's gotten even better.
Yeah, it's a bit more off-road. There was less on the concrete, wasn't there, this time?
Yeah.
But yeah, much nicer than the others. The others you just sort of go around the same track sort of a couple of times, don't you?
Yeah.
And they're all off-road. They're all sort of in amongst the trees. But with the others, you just sort of go around a set circuit. Whereas here at Elveden, there's a long sort of track through the forest, isn't it? You go all the way down, and then you come back. And even coming back, you don't go down exactly the same route, do you?
No.
So it's a really nice track. It's a really good track. There was only the 2 of us on that, which makes it even better.
Not like waiting for the people.
Yeah, and you have to go through all of the sort of safety at the beginning, and everyone has to like test the Segway and make sure they're comfortable on it, which obviously needs to be done. But so when you're with a group of like 8, I think we've been with before, haven't we? 8, maybe 10. That can take a long time. And when you've done it before and you know what you're doing, you're then just sort of waiting for people who are new to it.
And also, if
sort of get used to it.
And if you're with other people, you run the risk of getting ran over, don't you?
Yes, someone did run into the back of me in Windfell, and I fell off it and they ran over my leg. So definitely, at least if you're on your own, just the 2 of you, you're not going to be in that sort of situation, crash situation. That wasn't my favourite, getting run over. But that was lovely.
And we even got a pin badge for taking part in this one. This is the first time we've been given a pin badge for doing this.
Yeah, they do. We've got one for the Aerial Adventure, and we always get one for Geocache. They're really good at giving them out at Geocache. But the others aren't necessarily as good at giving them out, are they? And we've done Segways at every single village, and we've never been given a pin badge. But yeah, you can collect the pin badges for most activities, really, can't you? All the sports activities do them as well.
And we stick them on our
Center Parcs bag,
don't we?
Yeah.
Center Parcs bag.
So if you're a collector of badges, you can do the activities and you can collect them. And I think they do lanyards as well, don't they? They do a special Center Parcs lanyard you can put them.
Right.
You can buy to put them on. Yeah, I think so.
What are you doing?
Something stuck to the bottom of my shoe then.
So we're on our way to the village square because we've got a reservation at Hucks at 7 o'clock, which is our favourite eatery here at Center Parcs. It's also a Center Parcs exclusive eatery as well, because a lot of the restaurants here, I think we may have mentioned it actually, are branded ones. Twice, have we?
Twice, I think we mentioned, yeah.
But we love Hucks. It's like an American style diner. It's really good, isn't it, Hucks?
Yeah, I love Hucks.
But before that, because we enjoyed the glow-in-the-dark ping pong so much, we tried to book glow-in-the-dark badminton, but it was fully booked. So instead we've booked glow-in-the-dark pool instead. So
It's not quite as exciting, but I still like a bit of glow in the dark. I'm wearing white, so I should glow very well under the UV. Our pool skills are probably about as good as our ping pong skills.
We've never played pool against each other, have we?
I don't know. If we did, it clearly wasn't a memorable event.
I can't remember when I last ever played pool, if I'm honest.
No. So yeah, shame it's not badminton, but we wanted to do more glow in the dark because it was fun, wasn't it?
It was fun.
Real good
Really
fun.
enjoyed it. So it turns out that neither of us are that great at pool, to be fair, are we?
We knew that already, didn't we? That was no surprise to anyone.
Though we did both win one round each. I won the first round without even getting any of my balls in because he accidentally potted the black ball.
And then the second game, you probably potted more of my balls.
Yeah. He won the second one, but I potted about 2 or 3 of his balls. And now we're just in the leisure bowl having a porn star martini before we go and have our Hucks.
I don't know if you can say, well, hopefully we'll put the music out because we'll get copyrighted for it. But they've got the kids' disco on. But we like coming here when the kids' disco's on because the music's always really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of stuff that we listened to when we were young, so I really like it. I don't actually know where it's on, we just kind of happen across it every time, do we? But Leisure Bowl, and it's like, what now?
It's almost 7.
So
Yeah.
maybe like 6 they do it, I don't know. But the music's always really good, so cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you need to spill that anything. Oh, that's
Oh, that is good.
Take it all back, they've just started playing ABBA.
So just got back from Hucks now, where we did have a nice meal. It was really nice. The food is really nice at Hucks every time we go. However, I do feel as though the menu isn't as varied as it used to be when we first started to come to Center Parcs.
I think
back
there's
years
always
ago.
been problems. Like if you go to some of the more like high street American restaurants, there's usually more options than there are at Hucks, and I think that's one thing that's always let it down. But now there's no combo meals. I don't think there's any sharing platters on there, is there this time?
No.
So it's not a big menu at Hucks, which is a shame, really.
Because it is good food. It is good food.
It's good food.
But also the price at Hucks has really shot up. I mean, it was one of the pricier restaurants anyway, but I feel as though now, even though it is good food, it doesn't. The price you pay doesn't really reflect.
I don't remember how much it used to be before, but I definitely felt this time that the quality of the food, whilst it was good, it doesn't reflect the price that they're charging. Like,
No.
I had like ribs and the first thing I wanted was the pork belly, and they didn't have any of that. So I had ribs, and the pork belly came with loaded fries. So I just asked to swap for loaded fries with the ribs, but they said that they can't do it on the ribs. It's the only thing on the menu they can't do it with. I don't understand the logic of that, but whatever. So it was just ribs, corn, coleslaw, and chips, and that was what, £22.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you could get that exactly that from TGI's with Jack Daniel's sauce on it, and it would be what, 16 quid,
like something like that.
It is expensive for what it is, especially now, isn't it? I mean, you pay what, 16 quid for mac and cheese?
16 quid for mac and cheese, yeah, which came with a side salad. And yeah, 16 quid for mac and cheese is a lot, because I had it like last week at a pub, and that was less than a tenner. And it was just as tasty.
Yeah, for 16 quid, you expect it to blow you away, don't you? Because yours came with what? Beef brisket?
Beef brisket,
but there
yeah.
wasn't a lot,
not a lot
brisket
of that
on there, was there?
No.
For those prices, you expect phenomenal food, don't you? And it was good.
It was,
at the end of the day, wasn't it? It was good, but it wasn't
not
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And the pudding as well. They do dessert nachos, which sound amazing, but they're covered in cinnamon.
And something I've never seen before as well.
And you can't get it without the cinnamon, so we didn't have that. Okay, I can't stand cinnamon.
And
so we had a hot fudge sundae.
Yeah, which that was nice, to be fair. No, it wasn't
it was
hot.
supposed to be. And again, like that was good, but it was not this. It was not worth the £7 that they're charging for it. So that's a shame, really. I think they've just got to a point now where the price they're charging is not representative of the food that they're serving in there anymore.
No.
Which is a shame. That is a shame. But we did enjoy it. It was a good meal, wasn't it?
It was a good meal.
And we always enjoy Hucks, so always a good meal. Also, they've started adding the tip to the receipt automatically, haven't they?
They have, yeah.
So they automatically add 7.5%. Now, don't get me wrong, Center Parcs is probably the best customer service you'll receive anywhere, isn't it? Like the staff are always fantastic in every region. But I think it should be your choice as to whether you leave a tip. You have to make that decision as to whether the service was good enough to give a tip, rather than putting it on the bill and then telling you that if you don't think it was worth it, you've got to ask them to take it off.
Yeah, because that'd be really awkward.
So
it's our final day now. We've already checked out of our lodge and packed our car and dropped it back. Villa. We've already checked out of our villa, packed our car and sent that back to the car park. You do have to be out of your villa by 10, but you are allowed to stay on site for the entire rest of your day. So that's what we tend to do. We've already been to Foresters for our dinner. It's now early afternoon, so we're just taking a final stroll through the forest before we do head back on our journey home.
got some shortbread to take back to my work friends. It's been good. Have you had fun?
Yeah, I have. I really have. Always do enjoy it when we do come here.
The May weather has not done as much justice, has it?
No, it hasn't for this time of year. The weather hasn't been great.
We only got our shorts on twice.
Yeah, we
Brilliant.
did.
But no, it's awesome. I just love the combination of the nature and all of the activities.
Speaking of which, there's a family of greylag geese there, hissing at us.
What are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? Huh? Huh?
Aw.
All mouth, they are. All mouth.
Do you know what? We've had a family of them all week that have been coming up to our patio door and pecking on the glass because they want us to feed them.
I think that's another thing that makes it so special as well, is that the wildlife is so used to humans, and they're nowhere near as timid as like actual. It's kind of like they are wild, but they're sort of not wild at the same time. They're a bit more, slightly more domesticated than like normal forest animals, because they're so used to humans being around them. They know that humans mean food. And
Probably
so
because they're used to so many people feeding them at the villa. I mean, we do that all the time. We always bring seed and nuts to...
So like the squirrels and the ducks are really, really brash, and even the muntjac as well. Deer are one of the most skittish animals you come across, aren't they? But the muntjac will quite happily walk up and come right up to your villa. Yeah, and there's so many activities to do as well, and so much more. Every year there's something new, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to do for the first time this year an on-water obstacle course, which is all inflatable. But I think because of the dry weather that we had last year, that the lake isn't as high as it normally is, so they had to cancel it. Yeah, because the water level wasn't high enough. And that's a shame, because
that's
something we've never done.
Do before, was it?
No.
Oh.
No. Also, we love this time of year because that's when all the baby birds are always out. So we've seen so many ducklings.
Loads of ducklings, loads of goslings.
Baby coots and baby moorhens. We've even seen...
there's a muntjac
there.
Oh.
That's it. Don't know if you can see that. Don't know if I'm pointing at it. Yeah. So many of them.
And no swans at this one.
No swans, no.
At Sherwood, they've got swans by the lake, and they are vicious. They put the greylag to shame. They're so aggressive. So whilst I don't dislike a swan, I don't particularly miss them either because of that. But the barnacle geese are really nice. The barnacle geese don't hiss at you.
No. I know. We have seen some of them hissing at the other birds.
Oh yeah, they do bully the other birds. If you're not a bird, they're not so bad to you.
No.
They've got pochard as well, which
it's like some sort of little duck.
But we haven't really seen them as well this year.
time.
We
No.
love them because they sound like a kazoo.
Yeah, they don't
really,
quack
really
like
cute.
normal
No.
duck. They make like a kazoo sort of noise.
Really cute.
Yeah, we used to call them kazoo ducks until we found out what they were.
called.
Yeah, because we've never seen them before.
But no, there didn't seem to be as many
no.
this year. But no, I absolutely love it. There's just so much nature everywhere. There's so many animals roaming around. You come across wildlife so often, and there's just so much to do, isn't there? You cutting me off here?
No, sorry.
Oh, jeez. There's just something for everyone, isn't there? Because there's loads of activities that we do, and we only do a very, very small portion of what's actually available. I think they do like Bollywood dancing and pottery painting, and you can stuff a teddy, can't you? They do like a Build-A-Bear thing.
Build-A-Bear thing, yeah.
Bird box building. There's loads to do. There's loads. And they do that trampolining fitness thing, the boogie bounce or something, I think it's called.
And I don't know if they do it at this one, but when we was at Longleat, they did acro aerobics in the morning as well, didn't they? Because our villa was opposite the swimming pool, the outdoor swimming pool. So we used to see them every morning doing acro aerobics.
Yeah, and they all do vary slightly. There's slightly different activities and slightly different facilities at them all. So there's something unique at all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But we've loved it. What an amazing week.
Really has.
So coming up soon, we've recently had an announcement that Subterra is finally reopening all
Oh, yes, it is.
So we'll be back into the theme park action. We've also got Ghost Train opening at Thorpe Park. So sometime during June, I think we're going to try and get to both of them, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
We won't be there for opening because sadly we've already got plans. But we will be down sometime getting back into the theme park and the zoo content. So do subscribe to us to see all that. Adam, what do people need to do?
Drop us a comment and a like if you've enjoyed this video.
And what will we do?
See you next time we do stuff.